Shalom Pitbulls. The topic of today's video is interesting for everyone who needs a solid car for little money. Even though this topic has been covered more times on YouTube than a Logan Paul apology video, I'd like to share my best picks. So today there's a mix of cars for under $5,000 which you can show off without having to prostitute yourself at the local trucker gas station to afford them. The first vehicle is the Chrysler 300C. It makes you look like a pimp with a penchant for canned beer from the second-hand discount store. Depending on what your mission is, you can look like a cliché who tries desperately to look like an OG, but in reality is as criminal as someone who runs a red light. The Chrysler 300C is an impressive car that offers different engine options to cater to the needs of different drivers. One notable option is the diesel variant, which is supplied by Mercedes and is called OM 642. Experts in the field are well acquainted with this engine as the 3-liter diesel variant. In case you're looking for a more affordable option, the 3.5-liter V6 gasoline engine with 249 horsepower is also available, though it may not be the fastest. However, it still manages to offer a decent fuel economy, which is surprising considering its size and power. Despite the 4-speed automatic, the car doesn't consume as much fuel as you might think, making it a cost-effective choice. If you're concerned about the maintenance aspect, regular oil checks and changes every 5,000 kilometers will keep the engine in good shape. By following this simple maintenance regime, you can avoid most of the potential issues that may arise with the vehicle. Overall, the Chrysler 300C is a great car that offers impressive performance and reliability and is definitely worth considering if you're in the market for a new car. If you want one, then you will probably find 21-inch chrome wheels cool, want to put a Bentley logo on it and have no demands in terms of quality because a lot of cheap plastic is used, like on many ladies from the internet. Just because the car looks like a cracked version of the Bentley Continental, there are certainly morons who would also think that you have a Bentley. So if you want to tow cheap Karens, the Chrysler 300C is for you. We continue with the Audi A4 B7. The B7 is available as a sedan, station wagon, and even a convertible version. By the way, if you think orphanages are second-hand stores for children, leave a like for this video and subscribe to my channel. For our budget, you can get checkbook-maintained gasoline engines with timing belts instead of a timing chain. This is particularly useful for engines up to 170 horsepower, as it prevents the chain from breaking and causing potential damage to the engine. To ensure the longevity of your engine, it's essential to shorten the oil change interval, avoid using long-life oil, and use additive or premium fuel to minimize clogging. By following these basic maintenance tips, you can help prevent most engine problems and extend the life of your car. Over time, you may need to replace various components such as the crankcase, breather valve, ignition coils, various lines, mass airflow sensor, and hoses. However, the 2.0-liter gasoline engine with 131 horsepower is the most reliable among the gasoline engine options available. It's a solid, naturally aspirated engine that requires regular oil changes, but usually has few problems. Unfortunately, these engine options come with the Multitronic automatic transmission, which is known to be problematic and error-prone. To minimize potential issues, it's important to perform gearbox flushes every 60,000 kilometers at the latest. However, even with regular maintenance, the engines may sometimes consume oil, so it's crucial to keep an eye on oil levels and add oil as needed. In conclusion, while these engine options may not be perfect, with proper maintenance and care, you can still enjoy a reliable and long-lasting car at an affordable price. In addition, the A4 is cool because you can install LED headlights with little effort, which rejuvenate the vehicle again and also make you not look retarded. We continue with a cure for erectile dysfunction called the Mercedes CLK. The CLK C209 is available in solid condition starting at under $5,000. True, in terms of equipment, it will be as naked as a child in a Catholic church after the service ends, but you'll be driving a real Mercedes, and that's dope AF.
Totally Mercedes.
It may have a 4-cylinder, but that's enough for most of us.
That's enough. That's enough.
Most 4-cylinder engines are equipped with a thin, simplex timing chain that may require replacement as the car accumulates mileage. However, regular maintenance practices such as changing the oil frequently and driving long distances can help prolong the life of the timing chain. On average, a simplex timing chain typically lasts between 100,000 to 150,000 kilometers, but this can vary based on the individual car and driving conditions.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Overall, these engines are pretty reliable, and you're unlikely to experience many problems other than normal wear and tear or perhaps some rust. Despite the potential timing chain issue, the engine base is solid and can provide dependable performance for years to come. By taking good care of your car and addressing any issues promptly, you can continue to enjoy your vehicle and avoid any unexpected surprises. The next car is perfect for you if you think showering once a week is enough. The VW Passat B6 1.9 TDI is known for being durable and is one of the most robust German engines. If there were a war going on right now, 1.9 TDIs would be on the front lines along with Toyotas, surviving a nuclear attack. But the 2.0 TDI will also do just fine. Both have a timing belt instead of a thin timing chain. Timing chains from VW are considered garbage, but it can't be generalized. In themselves, the engines are quite reliable, but they still have their aches and pains, just like any other engine.
That's what I'm talking about.
The 2.0 TDI engines have problems with the cylinder head, diesel particulate filter, EGR, and turbo over time. Since it's a diesel, corking is an especially big problem to fix, with additive fuels or even better an engine cleaning using walnut shells or hydrogen cleaning. In the end, the Passat is very safe, quite solid and cheap to run. Apart from that, as a station wagon, it is well suited to be used in the home village as a mobile station for, say, school projects. Should some hippie bug you that this car emits more pollution than a waste plant, just say, your face is polluting. When it comes to BMW, the E46 is an absolute classic. A BMW 3 Series E46 coupe can be bought in reasonably usable condition for just under $4,000, $5,000 with 6 cylinders. Better get a facelift model from the late 2000s. If you're looking for a dependable engine, the M54 is an excellent option. This engine is known for its durability and reliability, and it can provide years of trouble-free performance. However, as with any engine, there are a few weak points that you should be aware of, particularly for models with over 150,000 miles. The valve cover gasket, coolant loss, power steering, and ventilation motor are the main areas that may require attention. By keeping an eye on these components and addressing any issues promptly, you can help prevent more significant problems down the road. By following basic maintenance practices such as changing the oil regularly and addressing any issues promptly, you can help ensure that your engine remains in top condition for years to come. A problem with the E46 is that it is often driven by people who easily abuse the car visually and technically because they still play Need for Speed Underground on the PlayStation 2 instead of taking drugs and having orgies at family reunions like normal people. Therefore, only look out for well-maintained models and not those with M logos plastered on them. Another classic BMW is also often driven by big-headed rednecks like me. We are talking about the BMW 7 Series E38. You can already get them for $3,500, but in a condition where even having AIDS looks more inviting. Surely some expect me to say that it's the 7 Series BMW in which Tupac was shot, but that's tasteless, and I'm not a Drake fan, so I won't say it. The main problem with 7 Series BMWs this cheap is the rust and maintenance backlog. If you want to do something like that to yourself, you're on crack or drunk or a mix of both. The weakest engine is the 728i with a straight 6-cylinder engine. While it runs smooth AF, it is just too slow. However, the 740i would be the best choice because the V8 behemoth drives the snappiest. All engines do very well with an LPG gas system. Service is the most important thing here. If wear parts are changed and maintenance is always done, you will have few problems with the car and the kilometers play only a minor role, like my ex in certain sex positions.
Are you sure about that?
So it would be smart to spend more and have something up front for some repairs, so you have peace of mind for a while. If you like small cars, you might like the Seat Ibiza 4 facelift. Your hearing aid isn't breakdancing right now. This car is based on the VW Polo. If you don't have a bizarre fetish and don't want to see your bank account in the red, then don't take a model with a facelift that has a turbocharger. These are the notorious 1.2 TSI and 1.4 TSI engines, where the timing chains tend to come off like a responsible father's trip to fetch milk. With good care, these engines can function for a very long time. Also cool is that the models have optional LED daytime running lights, which still make the car look very timeless. Unfortunately, the LED is a bit more expensive, but that's fortunately not my problem.
That's not my problem. It's yours.
Personally, I would put money on it and get a Lexus GS300 for it. Lexus drivers in America can tell you all about the history, like how they always warmed up and cooled down the car, how they ball their wife, when and where what was done, and so on. With the GS300, your only problems are normal wear and tear and perpetual virginity. Pitbulls. If you had a laugh, leave a like for this video, comment, and subscribe. Share the video with your 2.5 friends and activate the bell so you don't miss any more verbal nonsense in the future.